starting new ROP programs, he developed a special projects unit that secured millions and millions of dollars in grants that really brought Ventura County to the forefront of workforce education and training. One of those grants he secured actually was the pioneering work that led to the development of the National Crosswalk Service Center, and that is still supported by the U.S. Department of Labor and the U.S. Department of Education. During his career, John had the distinction of receiving honors conferred from governors of 3 southern states. In Alabama, he is a lieutenant colonel and an aide-de-camp of the state militia. In Georgia, he's an admiral in the Georgia Navy. And in Kentucky, he is an official Kentucky colonel. These accomplishments tell a lot about John, but they don't tell everything. I think John's greatest gift to Ventura County is the encouragement, mentorship, leadership, and support he has given to budding educators. He has made the world of education an exciting and rewarding place to invest our lives, and as one teacher recently said, he inspires us all. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mr. John Van Zandt.
It is a great pleasure to be here, and I'm in awe at the number of eminent educators here, and here I am standing among them. It's indeed an honor. Almost makes me speechless. Tonight's activities, I wrote out my speech and timed it carefully. I've decided I'm not going to use it, so I'll just speak from the heart. One thing I was going to say is that one time I was a chairman of a church board, and we had a preacher that liked to preach over long. And so we took the clock down from the wall and put a calendar up to remind him. Thinking back about one of the charges that we were given was put things down that weren't on your resume, and after Peggy, there's not a whole lot I can say, but I do remember my earliest recollection of being encouraged to go into education. It was a principal teacher of a little oil field elementary school that I went to, Aztec School north of Bakersfield, and her name was Gertrude Stoll, Miss Stoll, and she, excuse me a minute. I'm still recovering from about 4 weeks in the hospital, and so I'm trying to get through that. I have a drippy nose, and I apologize for that. But anyway, Gertrude Stoll, on the last day of school, I was to graduate that night, sent word down to the 8th grade classroom that she wanted to see me in her office. And of course, all my school chums started giving me a bad time. She's finally caught up with you now. You're not going to graduate tonight. And it was about 120 feet from the classroom to her office, and I stewed every minute of the way and every step of the way about what, if possibly, I could have done wrong. Well, when I got there, I knocked on the door, and she called, "Come in," and turned and gave me a big warm smile, and I knew then that I wasn't in trouble. But anyway, she had a gift and handed it to me, and she said that she wanted to show me her appreciation for all the work that I'd done with the school projector and so on and so on. And she had me unwrap it. It was a beautiful leather-bound collegiate dictionary. And she said, "I expect you to finish high school. I expect you to finish college. And the next time I see this book, I want to see it worn out, because you're a lousy speller and you're going to need it to get through." Anyway, there were a number of other incidences, and I can talk about being a toucher and a pointer, but I think I'll save that for another time. And I'd just like to say that it's always been my practice to encourage staff people to move along the best get themselves prepared so when an opportunity came, they could. That's been my philosophy. And also, I had developed a one-statement education philosophy when I was in college. It was make happy, useful, productive citizens of those we teach. And I've tried to put all of those into practice. And one of my best accomplishments, if you can call it that, was working with Jim Cowan to start the ROP. And I've been particularly proud of that, particularly when I look out and I see a table back there filled with ROP staff people, teachers I've worked with, people I've worked with. And I've been retired since 1992, and here they are sitting through all this, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much.
This way you win one vote and make a lot of enemies, and I don't. See, because that's I can count. See.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Good job. You can read.
Oh, it's Susan Martin. No, just Chris Benfield.
Oh, right. Okay. A laptop computer. So good. And here it is. Coach, you have to carry that out, okay? And then, Chris, we want you to stay here for pictures. And the recipients tonight, all of our recipients tonight, including the Haydock student body president, if you'll come up and represent Mr. Haydock. That concludes this evening's festivities. The Dodgers are up 3-0, and we're only 9 minutes after 9. Not bad. We would have been on time if we were Hawaiian time. Thank you very much. Next year. Thanks, everybody. You got it.